Hello, you human-sized condom failures. I'm Ben Gilman, and welcome back to Sky Syndrome podcast. I hope you're very well. As always, I'm joined by a woman that unfortunately doesn't come with subtitles, but we can still understand her. It's Helen Cairns.
Actually, I'm not a condom failure. I'm a condom malfunction. It's slightly different. Hello.
Joined by Batman's secret lover, it's Tara Chloe.
But I'm not Batman's secret lover.
I am joined by a man that I have heard rumours in Sheffield. There's a person going around nightclubs and pubs going woo, thinking it will end up like Ric Flair getting some girls. All he's doing is getting some pigeons coming near him instead. The Randy pigeons, it's Troy Salmon.
Oh my god. Oh my god, man.
Macho Man Randy Pigeon.
There we go. And I know you're going to talk about Elves today because I can predict stuff.
I don't know, I might have switched up. You never know, man. You never know.
I don't know.
Remember last week I switched up. I could have done something else. I switched up. I could have done something else.
But you know, I watch your YouTube. So how is everyone?
Yeah, very good, bro. Very
Not
good.
bad, not bad. How are you, Ben?
Yes, how are you?
Well, about 6 people have seen my buttocks this week in the hospital and various things. I don't care. No one is, but basically, feel like a prostitute this week. I'm okay. I'm feeling better than last week. My health is better.
Jeez.
Very, very glad to hear it.
I have no shame. That's my thing. But I'm better. I have some news. Cowboy Bebop has not been renewed for a second season.
Yep, it has been cancelled.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing until I get to it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure either. I only watched like one episode, so.
The mere fact that you didn't continue to watch it tells me it was not worth sticking around for.
I was quite busy, so I didn't have the time.
The thing is, Netflix have put so much advertising into that show, they must be disappointed with the viewing figures, because when it came out, it wasn't even in the top 10 most watched shows in the UK.
It's not even in the top 10 over here, to be honest.
I mean, I've seen shows with less advertising. Squid Game, for example, just popped out and it was like in the top 10, bang.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. Squid Games came out of nowhere.
They promoted the shit out of it after they realised they had a hit.
Afterwards,
yeah, people must have done really badly then for Netflix. They must have they have tried. And it hasn't worked. I don't know why. I'm going to watch it though still.
Yeah, got to see what's going on with that.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
I'm happy though. Locke and Key got a 3rd season.
Oh, good news.
Woohoo!
They've already started filming, so I guess that they must have known that they had a good thing. It did well again, ratings wise. So I'll talk about that later because I finished it. So yeah, who wants to go first then?
Okay, baby.
Oh, who?
It's up to you guys. Russian roulette. Who's going first?
I'll go first if you like. That.
Oh.
Okay, ladies first. Something that never does.
Somebody else ramping up to be the first there, and I just wept it.
I was like, no.
Well, do you know what? I was thinking about one thing that I could do, and then I watched the new Sex and the City reboot today, and I thought, oh, that might be interesting to talk about. And I'm not, because there are only 2 episodes in, and I'm really not sure what I think about it yet. So I'm going to talk about something slightly different. I'm going to talk about a YouTube television program.
That is fine.
Yeah. It's something that we had a friend come to stay, and we were like, "Oh, what do you want to watch?" And they were like, "Oh, have you heard of the show called MMMActually?" And I said, "No." And she went on to explain it, and it's a college humor game show.
Yeah.
And basically, what it is they get some nerds in a room, and they read out statements about nerd culture, video games, films, television programs, books. And there's one thing in the statement that's wrong, and you have to point out what's wrong. but the only rule is your answer must start actually. So you can answer a question, but if you don't say actually first, somebody can steal it from you by repeating your answer with actually in front of it. And
Okay.
it's very, very addictive.
Okay.
I'm just, and they have like shiny rounds, which are like rounds that are slightly different. So one of them is to like, they have ones where you can draw a fictional character, and you get given the name of a character, and you have to kind of draw it from what you know about it. But yeah, it's just really good fun, and it's incredibly pedantic, and then it kind of goes into these levels of meta pedantic where people write in to correct the show.
Yeah.
So obviously it's all nerds watching it. So like nerds writing in going, actually when you said that was whatever. I'm trying to think of an example, I've gone completely blank. But you were wrong, and then they get awarded imaginary internet points. But if you like nerd culture, if you like tabletop gaming, if you like computer games, if you like any TV show with star or space in the title, then you're gonna like it. It's gonna be for you.
Okay.
And it's got my hearty recommendation.
There's a show similar on YouTube that I've seen recently where they get a bunch of people in the thing. There's a fake person in the group somewhere.
Ah.
Have you seen it? I've seen it for K-pop. There's like a K-pop band. There's one faker. They've got to find out who it is. If that person gets all the way, if they vote them off, they all win. The rest of them all win. But if the fake one gets to the thing, it blows the whole lot open. They have to guess the person.
But
I don't know.
They do themed episodes as well, though, on them actually. So like they have there's the last one I watched was a Simpsons one, and to watch 3 Simpsons experts argue the minutiae of Simpsons half an hour. It's actually a lot of fun.
Yeah. Very fun, isn't it? I love stuff like that. Just looking at people just do quizzes. I love stuff like that.
But the thing is,
no reason I'll watch a quiz.
The big argument was that they were talking about characters that don't have a name. So it was like Blue-Haired Lawyer and Bumblebee Man and Comic Book Guy. And then somebody was like, actually, Comic Book Guy has a name. The other one was like, actually, yeah, canonically he does, but it was slipped in as a joke about people who don't have any names in the 7 series, so it's not canonically a real name. And it just got like bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh my gosh.
It went on for a very long time.
Literally. Because I remember him having a name as well. I'm like,
yeah, he does. But there's like they did a thing as well where they have like these things in the background that are all slightly wrong. So it was they had La Barta spray painted on the wall behind them instead of El Barto, and
the little things and you're like, oh my dude.
Yeah, but they're really annoying. Like they did a Valentine's special last week, and they had like a red club in the background to represent Valentine's Day, as in club cards.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But yeah, I think you guys would dig it actually if you would
dig it.
You dig it. And the other thing I want to just say quickly is to thank Troy for his recommendation of Only Murders in the Building, because I watched all that in 2 days and it was awesome. So thank you for that. And yeah, I can't work out why Selena Gomez doesn't look like Selena Gomez. I sat there through all 10 episodes going, what is different about you? Sorry, I'm none the wiser.
Oh, hey, it's got to be done. I have to do it.
But yeah, I really loved it.
I will check out what I'm actually. That sounds interesting to me because I love watching stuff like that, man. I'll check that out for sure.
Well, there's a good chunk of episodes on YouTube to make your way through.
Ooh, okay. So it's like a variety of stuff, like a variety of topics, blah blah blah. And you got to try and break down. You get specialists in, basically.
There's some specialist episodes, but most episodes like a mix.
Okay.
So there's one about so a good example one is like there's the Scott Tenorman episode of South Park where he sells Cartman a box of pubes, and Cartman gets his own back by doing something. And his favourite band Primus come and call him a crybaby. It's like, actually his favourite band is Radiohead. That's the kind of level.
Yes, I love that stuff. Perfect picture, I love it. I actually love stuff like that. I love it.
or like they did one the other day where they had like these they were alternative covers of very famous comics, and you had with all like the lettering taken off, so you had to work out which comic was which.
Yeah.
So stuff like that.
Okay. Okay.
Proper nerdy though, really properly nerdy.
Yeah. I watch similar shows like that anyway, so I'm good. I'm good with that. I'll watch it.
It's like QI for nerds.
Yeah. Because I can't remember the show that I watched on the YouTube show. I don't know if anyone knows about Collider. They had like a game show. I can't remember what it used to be called now. It used to call it actually like a game show with like nerdy stuff, and it went with the one belts with it. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah. Ben would probably know. The Schmoes, no, that's it. Schmodown. That's it.
Yeah, similar.
Yeah. So that's how I used to watch that religiously all the time. Now I watch it as much now, but I used to watch it all the time. That was amazing. You used to have actors on there showing like their skills and like what they know and stuff like that. I love that stuff.
Well, another round that they do is like a time travel map. So they'll show you like a timeline and like arrows to show where people are traveling in time. And you have to identify the film from the time traveling that went on in it.
Yeah. What's that? Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
I'm doing it. Taking the plunge.
So yeah, that's my pick for the week. Actually, by College Humor.
Actually, yeah. Okay. Ready for round 2. Who's next up?
Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go through stuff I've already talked about. I finished We Are Ladyparts.
Okay.
So it's about the Muslim female punk band, and I only watched the first 2 episodes last time, and I was invested in it because it's a different. Already, I know Muslims are very hardcore in their religion, like really, really strict, very, very impressively strict sometimes when it comes to Ramadan and their commitment to their religion. So I wondered if they got found out as punk rockers, would there be a bit of a conflict of interest between their religion and their music? And they do it. They actually explore it. And one of them is also not straight. I guess in season 2 they're coming to it more, but they just make no big deal. One of them is into with girls instead of men. And there is one of her girlfriend, supposed girlfriend, does a piece on there because she's a new online influencer.
Yeah.
And then she basically screws them over in an online interview, basically makes them out to be really bad. Like, you know what journalists are like. You've seen it in COVID. There's so many just don't shut up about COVID and just not getting the facts in and just constantly going on about it and scaremongering people. And, you know, so obviously COVID is something you should be very serious about, but that's another topic they keep going on about. But, and basically there's a lot of online hate from Muslim people, like, oh, you're a fake Muslim woman and all this and stuff. And it is an interesting thing I haven't seen on TV before, Muslim women against their faith and deciding to be punks at the end of the day and just be damn with it and just do it. And the characters are quite deep.
So there's a deep characters, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a bit of drama, but it feels like, okay, we're going to go there. One of them's lost a sister. The main one who doesn't wear a scarf, who's got a tattoo. We get a very brief moment with her family. That was quite touching. It's not. She obviously doesn't get on well with her mum. She tells them all to F off. Because she was the one that was like, oh yeah, I'm not too sure we should be doing this because, you know, you can't trust a journalist, and ends up she's right. But I just wanted to shout out the whole gay Muslim thing, which is something I've not really seen before. I've seen male Muslim storylines covered.
They've touched it in I don't know if any of you seen American Gods. They've touched that in that show.
Yeah.
But it's brave. It's really brave, and like I guess in season 2 they most probably will deal with it more because there's a second season coming.
Excellent.
I love the ending. They played a really good version of We Will Rock You, and I have now I've still listening to the playlist of We Are Ladyparts on my Spotify. It's really, really good and quite funny. So I'm glad it's getting a second season.
Okay, that means it's doing well. It's doing well.
Well, it's good to see diversity, and it's good to see good shows get continued, because it's not always a given. I could name a lot of shows that got one season, and they deserved a bigger audience. I'm glad here it's not America, because in America it wouldn't have happened. Here we're a lot more tolerant of our British Muslim brethren. We recognise a lot of them were born here, so you know we kind of let them in a lot more. Wouldn't you say? Where in America or other countries they most probably wouldn't be showing the diversity so much. Here we're showing.
Yeah, I think in America they're less likely to give creative control to people who aren't your big executive, same 5 executives all the time, which is why people like, Weinstein, were allowed to run riot.
Yeah.
But those that have the power don't tend to share it. So it's like, okay, I've got this power, I'm going to use it and I'm going to keep it. Whereas in Britain, I think we actively encourage different voices.
Yeah. And also, we don't expect them to get 80 million viewers in a season. We kind of, Channel 4, I know, are very, if it gets a buzz, which it did get a buzz, because it was buzzing online. I don't know if it's done millions and millions, but it seems to pick up a fan base. So Channel 4, obviously, like Peep Show before it was never as popular as In-Betweeners or IT Crowd, but
it grew.
There was enough people watching it to be a cult classic. I think Ladyparts will do that. And I think it's great to see female Muslim women be represented and show that they can be funny as well. You could show this to a homophobe. No, not a homophobe, a racist, sorry, and just kind of, you're telling me a Muslim can't be funny? Come on. It's great. I think it's a great, brave show. It's great to see Muslim women showing that they can be as funny as the guys as well. Because here in this country, we've got a lot of great British Muslim guys who are funny. It's great to see some female Muslims be funny, because I can't wait to see what they do next. So I'm going to follow their career.
It's exciting.
We are Ladyparts.
I can attest to that, because I live in Sheffield. Hey, strong where I am, strong Muslim community. And then Muslim women, they're funny. Especially they're funny. I'm not going to say on that. They're funny.
But a lot of British Muslim comedians have come from that area. Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Mo, I can't think of his name.
Well,
there's a really good BBC comedy that I've watched with a guy with a big beard, and it's in Birmingham or Yorkshire. It's up there.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember now, but yeah.
It's not Roman. It's the other guy that I see a lot. He's very popular because he appears in channel. He's appeared in Taskmaster.
Yeah, it's the Taskmaster guy, isn't he?
He's on every panel show because he's just funny. Bollocks. I'm watching more of these shows now because the BBC and Channel 4 are just opening the door now for all the diversity, and it does make me smile a lot, and I'm happy about that.
Is it Guz Khan? Is that who you're talking about?
Not Citizen Khan. It's something else.
Guz Khan is a comedian.
Yes, I can't think of the name now. Okay, so I'm also going to talk about the finale of Doctor Who, because we were going to shut the door.
Jeez.
Well, do you know what? I decided not to watch it because if I don't watch it, I am just as informed about what happened, and I got 45 minutes more of my life to have. So.
Because I'm going to break it down, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because you knew you come on the podcast. Troy, did you watch it?
Wait, I'm trying to remember what episode. What was the last episode? What was it called? I literally can't remember it. What was it called?
I don't blame you, because it went past me. I thought I'd been drugged. I thought,
exactly. I
need to watch this again.
I can spend that time taking actual drugs.
Russell Davis comes back? 3? Oh God. Did you watch it, Troy?
I'm literally trying to remember what the heck I watched. I think I did see it.
I had to be woken up 3 times by my wife to rewatch the episode.
It was crazy. That's what I'm gonna say.
I was out when it was on.
There's too many people in the TARDIS. It kept doing what the other episodes had done in the past, but it kept going between and then we were about to find out what's in the stopwatch, the whole thing about
I did see it.
Close it down the tires. I went, you motherfucker.
I did see
You've made such a big song and dance about this bloody origin, and you're not I would have punched Chris Chibble right in his fucking teeth.
I was like, the whole time they were just He'll just like shove it in her face, like, "Oh, you want it? Oh, here we go. These are memories. Your memories, yeah, yeah. Nah." And then
I want to
by the
punch
time
Chris
she gets
Seymour
it,
and his teeth so that his kids know what a failure. If you promise something, you deliver it, and then there'll be better children that way.
the end was
They won't be like their dad. No, I'm joking. But Jodie Whittaker was good in it. She was very much like the Doctor. There was 3 Jodie Whittakers. 3, which makes like she's here, there, and everywhere, and it's like 400 scenes going on, and it's just like, yo, you shouldn't have just done like a finale. What I want Doctor Who to go back to here's my TARDIS. This week I'm in an alien planet. Okay, let's go. That's what I love about Doctor Who. This 6 episode thing. I know people have said to me, "Oh, yeah, but the classics did it." Yeah, but the classics stuck in the same story. They didn't bounce around a million planets and try and cram in 400 timelines.
That was ridiculous.
The classic Doctor used to breathe in one place for 4 to 6 weeks, and that was fine because you can follow the story.
Yeah,
I mean,
you want a monster of the week, don't you? You don't want 6 monsters for 6 weeks.
No. And I miss the days when the Doctor used to just rock up in his TARDIS or her and go, "Hi, so where are we this week?" Even the first 2 seasons of Jodie Whittaker, that was the right way to do it. You change it up every week. Yeah, and I just feel like we've not had that. It's just been this weird thing of the villains are like RuPaul had got acid thrown at him. I don't. Great design.
Hey, the great design. The way they played him.
Loved it. They got demolished like by a finger clip by their boss, and you're like, "What?"
Yeah, that was dumb.
I mean, and then the evil Doctor's like, "You're going to regenerate soon, so we're going to do a David Tennant. Since you're best mates, we're going to exactly copy the David Tennant Doctor, and just do the same fucking storyline. You're going to die soon." It's just like 3 specials like David Tennant to go. It's very much copy and paste. Yeah. I wish there was alcohol in this cup. But basically, I just thought John Bishop was wasted. The dog thing was annoying.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that dog thing was kind of just annoying.
I know that Time Watch is going to come back out before she regenerates. I know they're going to bring it back up. Just
put it back and don't let me see it unless. Oh god, that was annoying.
Just do it.
Why did she do that? This whole season she's trying to find this thing, and she puts it up. Oh man, that's ridiculous.
According to my wife, I sound like a dying dog when I just held up the screen when she threw it down the TARDIS.
That was ridiculous.
In the console.
Stupid. You have your memories right there.
Pillow. I actually physically punched a pillow. I'm not a violent person. I was kicking the 5 touchdown shit out of a beanbag and an exercise ball. Like a 5-year-old. Through a balance board. With my wife saying, you know, maybe it's time that you stop watching this show now. Because the time she's been with me, it's been crap. Like, she saw how excited I was when Peter Capaldi was around. But since then, she's not seen me up my fandom. She's just seen me bitch and moan every time it comes on and throw things at the screen.
You know what annoyed me the most is like, this threat, I've never seen a threat this big in years. The way they built up these villains was amazing. That was a great build up for them. I gotta admit that. I was like, these time villain. I was like, yo, okay. And then I was like, and then she took nothing serious. The only thing that annoys the heck out of me with Whittaker's character is she takes nothing serious, bro. That's the only thing is, you've got this kind of massive time-based threat and you're not taking nothing serious.
I hated the whole
a timeline like that easily. Just wipe out a timeline easily like that. It's like the Flash. If the Flash wasn't taking Reverse Flash seriously, the person who killed his mother, and can just destroy time itself. How can you not take it like that seriously? It makes no sense.
So when she was split into 3, when she was split into 3 and she was in pain, I just didn't get that sense that she was in pain. She's
exactly.
It's inconvenient. Okay, I'm over here now. It's like,
okay, I'm over here now. Okay, guys.
Why are you not in pain then? There's David Tennant or Matt Smith or Peter Capaldi would be saying the shit out of that.
Oh my, there was this shit so nothing. I was so annoyed.
It's like the Undertaker from the 90s. You just keep like there's no pain, just like done,
Just sat up.
done,
Just sat up, like, you know, I'm taking sat up.
Just proper Terminator style stride.
Yeah, it's no damage. Walking through it.
I mean, the biggest folly for me is like this whole tyrant. You destroyed the Daleks and the Cybermen for the 50th time. They're back at Christmas. The Daleks are right back. So what's the fucking point? I don't care. I just want Russell T Davies to come back and save this entire show. I'm sick of.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, Helen must be listening to us like, what the heck? Helen's just like, what happened on that?
You're killing my favorite show. The only reason I'm still here is because I was going to avoid this season. I was done, and then they announced Russell T Davies before. I was like, I have to see how you link it to him now.
But hey, Helen, Ben, hey. But I was like, because I don't know if Tara, Tara, do you watch Doctor Who?
No, no.
But yeah,
I'm lost right now.
Yeah, don't catch up, please. Please don't catch up to the latest one. You don't want to see that.
I know there's a lot of episodes, right? Like.
Yeah, but you don't want to see the latest one.
There's 1,000.
Stay away. Yeah, stay away from Doctor Who right now.
We're talking 1963
Okay.
to now.
Yeah, there's a few seasons to catch up on.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole amazing world of audio, but I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, there's audio and spin-offs.
You've got 4 banks to pay for it all.
Oh my days, I felt so bad because I was watching it with the fam. Like you know, my mum was like, don't worry, don't leave her alone. Leave Whitaker alone. Like I was like, she's not selling anything. She's
She's a Yorkshire girl.
Like, just hating again because she's a woman. Because she's a woman. I was like, no, it's not because she's a woman. No, it's not that.
She's got Yorkshire.
It's not because she's a woman. It's just that she's not selling the role properly. She's not selling the threat. She's not selling the threat properly. I mean, come on now. That's probably the biggest threat she's literally ever had. Like in the history of Doctor Who, this is the biggest threat. In terms of like, if you see the powers that they have, it's like, come on.
There's just bits where they're teasing it, and I just turned to my wife. She wasn't interested. I just apparently I talk to her when I'm in a show. Yeah. I just go talk to her, and she's like, "Yes, dear. Okay, dear." Apparently, I talked to her. I said, "I bet you they don't I bet you they don't reveal jack shit in this episode about her background. They're gonna save it, and I don't give a shit." And it happened. I called it. Like they're doing the spinning house and like go back to that. It's like, oh yeah, you can go in there and find all your passports.
Another thing as well. They did the
bitch. You little fucking bitch. You put yourself in this thing. Now you're chicken out of it. You cunt. Yeah.
And Helen, they did the anime trope. Helen. They did and Ben. They did the every 5 minutes you do this. They do this stuff for the face. End episode, and the second episode again. You do this. You're just about to kill her again. End the episode.
She moves. She sidesteps.
She could have died 3 times already. What's going on?
I came home. I was out, and I came home, and my partner. I asked my partner what happened, and he just said, "I don't know." And then he was like, face completely blank. And I went, "Can you remember anything?" And he went, "Well, there was 3 doctors," and I was like, "Oh, was one of those the second doctor from Elves series?" He just went, "No."
Jodie Whittaker 3 times. Lucky us.
And then some Tyrants came back, and I was like, "Was it good?" And he was like, "I think so." But yeah.
There's too many characters. There was John Bishop's girlfriend that we didn't fucking need there. There was a chick from the Angel episode that we didn't need there. The 2 Storacast lovers were not the mum and dad of the Doctor. They didn't. Why are you all here? God damn it! There's too many things, and there's a dog.
That's what I said. Yeah, was there a point to the couple? You went, "No."
All those extra characters for nothing. Great. Well done, Chibnall. You went from putting the TARDIS down a couple of people to putting the 11 companions in there at once. And 3 Whittakers. That's too many Whittakers. I'm just waiting for David Tennant just to hit the bitch in the back of the head with a mat and go, "Right, bitch, I'm taking my show back now. Right, kids. Hello there. Peter Capaldi, Matt Smith, Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant here.
Oh my God, that's funny.
We're going to make this show good again because we've got. I don't want to. You know what a lot of people have said now? They want a penis on the Doctor again. I don't. I think you can still do a female.
Why did they have to say
do
it
a
like
female.
that?
I think you can do a female Doctor. It's just not Whittaker. I'm going
Yeah,
to be.
it wasn't executed right. It just wasn't executed right from the beginning.
I would like them to try again. But they are saying that the black guy from It's a Sin's going to do it. Good pick, but the press are always wrong. That's the thing. I don't pay any attention to the press because they always
they're
just.
never right.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
mind.
I'm not going to say anything until I actually see it. So
It would be a good pick, though. He's a very good actor. But, like, it's too obvious. Then again, a lot of people thought it was Jodie Whittaker because of Broadchurch, and they were right. So maybe it's from a sin. Maybe one of the cast members is one of them. Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows? It could be Russell Tovey.
Oh, that would be good. I'd watch that.
Oh, yeah. His ass. His
I
ass.
do like
interesting.
Russell
That'll be
Tovey.
He's got a better ass than a fucking turkey, that man. Anyway, enough about Russell Tovey's ass. I'm allowed to admire his ass. It's a beautiful thing. He's obviously proud of it. He brings it out all the time.
It's one of the wonders of the world, Tovey's arse.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely with you on that one. No arguments here.
Tara, just put in into Google Russell Tovey's ass.
What?
You won't regret it.
You won't regret it. It's a beautiful thing. Troy,
What do you want me to Google again?
Russell Tovey's ass.
What?
What's this other one there?
Tovey's Tovey.
Okay.
Troy's
Us. S.
Ass will do, yeah.
It just says Go Live. Russell Tovey S.
Just go to images, woman.
Okay.
It's
Just
like no.
good, like flashing his ass.
This is excellent audio content, everybody.
Yeah.
And
You
there's
have to
a
imagine it.
like dude flashing his ass, and there's a goddamn sausage. What? I'm gay porn.
What did you say?
I'm looking at gay porn, to be honest.
This is not gay porn. He's got a good ass. What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh. Where did you go? Where did you go?
And then it's the goddamn sausage.
Got to see if I can find a picture.
Yeah, I think it's butt. It's as smooth as a baby's bottom. Like
It is. It really is.
You could put a child to sleep in that thing, and he could just rock his ass, and the baby will fall asleep. God made that ass and was like, I'm done. Right, COVID, everything's happening now. I'm done. I'm not here. I'm gone. Wars. I've made Russell Tovey's ass. I'm done.
Great.
Brilliant. I'm done. Have a good day. Mother Teresa, Diane, you got that's the last thing I'm giving you, you motherfuckers. But I'm done. Right.
I didn't notice that his
Russell
butt
Tovey's
is
ass. That's the
okay.
name of this podcast. We're not topping that.
Russell Tovey's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I also want to talk about Locke and Key.
oh,
You forgot to talk about Locke and Key.
this guy isn't even.
I've watched the
that
whole
handsome.
thing. I think Tara's locked onto that arse now.
Yeah, she's gonna be on it all day. Yeah. Ben, what have you done? What have you done, Ben?
Oh God, I've ruined this podcast like I have every week.
I don't think you. What? No, I don't think. I'm sorry, but Russell Tovey. The mention of Russell Tovey's arse has never ruined anything ever.
It's derailed this podcast. But
Absolutely not. I'm not having
for the
that.
love of Russell Tovey, of Russell Howard, I don't know about his
Oh,
arse.
no.
For the love
Yes.
of Russell Tovey's arse, that is the name of this podcast. Well done.
Russell Tovey's arse can only bring good things to the world.
Anyway, I want to talk about Locke and Key. We've got to get off the arse onto Locke and Key season 2 because you've seen it, right, Troy? Tara?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Helen?
Not yet, no.
Okay, so I'm going to be careful with spoilers if Helen's
Oh,
one.
no, don't worry. But I mean, the listeners might want to avoid spoilers, but I won't remember. So just say it.
Helen's got a drinking problem, everyone. She drinks
Helen
after
does
this
not
podcast.
have it.
That's why she forgets everything. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Helen is medically unable to pay attention to anything that is important to her. But I do remember all the words to do the Bartman, which I found out today, which was interesting.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's, my brain forgets lots of things, but it remembers to do the Bartman.
So, the Bartman. So basically, I watched the whole thing of it. It's got a third season. I'm very excited for it. I feel it's something I want to pick up. Like, I've noticed it in season 2. I was waiting for them to figure out how is Dodge going to be foiled by the kids. When are they going to realize? They figure it out themselves. And this is the great thing about Locke and Key. It's a chess match with the keys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't make the bad guys stupid, and they don't make the good guys stupid, but they're very intelligent, and they're like trying to outwit each other. It's a new way of me thinking about the show.
Yeah.
Even if the plan doesn't work, they make the villain really difficult. Although he went down like a pussy at the end of the last episode, though. Like, they rushed that bit. He ain't dead. She ain't dead. Dodge ain't dead.
Yeah.
Please. Like, falling off a cliff and a building. She's made it.
Yeah, there's a reason why I didn't show her. She ain't dead. She's not dead.
No way. But I do. But like, I love how they make the characters really intelligent and stupid. They figure it out that Dodge is like not the guy. The guy is Dodge. I love that. They've got a place for all these characters as well. Unlike Doctor Who Flux, they've decided, hey, we've got something for all these characters. Our cast isn't too big. So
it's true. Everyone has their own key. Everyone has their own like place of what they're good at, what they're not good at. Can they forge this key? Can they forge that key? Everyone has their own gifts, their own abilities, which kind of does the story, pushes it forward. So that's what I'm saying. They all have something they can do.
Even the little thing like the mum.
Yeah.
Like in the comics, she's a massive alcoholic the whole way through. I've seen that a million times. It's bloody cliche. What they're doing here is we see her post recovery, and she goes, "You know what? I really want to fucking drink," and she does it. And then you realise she's keeping herself busy to avoid that. And we're seeing how someone deals with post rehab addiction, and they're not doing the whole I'm going to drink a bottle of whiskey. She's not doing it. She says she's not going to do it. I think that's more interesting for me. So little things like at the end when she's like to her son, she's not stupid. She knows something's going on, but she can't put a finger on it because she can't remember magic.
Yeah.
And they don't make her stupid. So at the end, the kids show her the magic, and she goes, "I want to remember this." So they fix it. They give her the key. Obviously, I guess they mess about with her memory, so she can remember it. Yeah, and even the bit with the mum, like, can we talk about this kid, the autistic kid? He's grown. Like, that's got to be a different actor. That's a different actor. There's no
same boy.
He's not gone from Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone to bloody.
No, because when you saw him in that
Mick Jagger, like in age range, in 1 year. He's gone from bloody Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone to Mick Jagger in the Rolling Stones now. Like, he's got old. That's the biggest growth spurt I've ever seen. Like, is he on steroids?
Nah, he's the same boy. I've seen him. It's the same.
He had a growth spurt in a year.
Do you know what? Yeah, I really like it when they have the characters being intelligent and not just like it takes a lot more writing, doesn't it? I think it's really the easiest thing to do in writing is just to hand one of the characters the idiot ball and just say like, okay, well, that person won't be able to figure that out. No, like nobody's so stupid as they can see all that stuff going on like in front of them and just ignore it. You know, people will be asking questions or like saying what's going on, or I really like it. It's good.
I have a book here, so like they work hard to make the plot work. They have the right amount of keys. They just use all the characters. There is a few deaths. Although I did catch on which ones were going to get it. It's a bit predictable. There's a bit of plot armor on the Locks. Everybody else around them is in danger, I think. But that's the only thing. And the villain for season 3, I don't find him a good actor. I thought he was really bad in the flashback episode with his accent. I thought it was too ham.
He's a great actor.
I'm looking for
in the
show. I need to get used to his voice.
Yeah, in the show, his accent's kind of off, but acting wise, he's amazing. He's a great actor. He's a really good actor.
But he looks scary as hell, like a terrifying character. So
Yeah, he's gonna be epic in the next season, bro. If they let him do what he has to do, he's gonna be good, bro. He's gonna be good.
yeah, but I'm excited for season 3 because they've set things up.
Anyone of you seen The Strain? The Strain, vampire TV show. And have you seen it?
No. The what?
No.
Yeah, he started that. He was really good in that. He's awesome. He's a good actor. Really good actor.
But this book I'm reading, Ready Player 2.
Oh.
2.
But the book, the thing is, it's cheap writing because it's just a bunch of masturbational, geeky things where it goes into too much detail. Everything's fucking magic. I don't like it. Like, the first book is really good, but the sequel is terrible because they've got everything. And the thing is, Locke and Key doesn't cheat with magic. And this is the problem with Doctor Who in this book. Like, Locke and Key plays by intelligence is what I'm trying to say, and I appreciate it a lot. And I keep thinking it was Iceman. It's not. It's his twin brother. I thought it was Iceman from the X-Men movies. It's his twin brother.
Because you got Ashley in the other one.
Yeah.
Well, I think this one, yeah, because you got the rough looking one, then you got the kind of smoother looking one. You can kind of tell them apart, but you have to really look. You see them, you can get their hair cut.
I spent 2 years thinking that Iceman from the X-Men, Sean, him, was the
because both of them are in X-Men. They alternate from time to time. They switch out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You can't tell the difference. They are absolutely identical. But anyway, so yeah, Locke and Key gets the 3rd season, so go watch all that. I next week I've got new stuff because I've done Doctor Who. Locke and Key is done. Tara looks so happy now. Maybe Tara should go next because she's been almost silent. Are you dreaming about Batman?
No, I'm dreaming about.
Look at Tara.
Okay, you're right.
I'll let Tara run the table.
What do you say?
I'll let you run the table, Tara. Go on.
Okay, so I actually wanted to talk about a series I just binge watched. Have you guys heard about the Netflix Dracula?
No.
What's it called?
The what?
Dracula.
Regular.
Dracula.
2020 Dracula.
We've talked about this on the
Dracula.
podcast before. It's the Stephen Moffat
Netflix.
one from Mark Gatiss, 3-parter from last year.
Right.
Yes. It's with the handsome man. Yeah, go ahead, talk about it. It's the BBC one. Yeah. What's
He's
up?
not that handsome. I'm not sure if it's BBC or what because it appeared on my Netflix. Yeah, so I have no idea why I watched it because I was searching for Interview with a Vampire on Netflix, but I found this instead.
Okay.
Yeah, I've actually been watching the 1992 version for I don't know how many times on repeat because I've been obsessed with it since young. So yeah, the one with Keanu Reeves, by the way. So for this series, I think it's actually rewritten in a different way. Like we explore back in the 1800s in Hungary or Romania, where okay, I think this part follows the original timeline a bit, where Jonathan Harker travels to like Budapest, I think, and he meets with Count Dracula and is trapped in the castle. But in this part, Count Dracula actually sucks away his youth, which is pretty disgusting and what a douchebag, seriously. Yeah, sucks away his youth, and he turns into a vampire in the end. And so then skip to the Coven part, where Van Helsing is actually a nun. Yeah. I got thrown off by that. So the nun is actually Van Helsing, and Van Helsing is
character.
Yes, Mental. God.
Yeah, because I can help Tara out here a lot because we've talked about this show before. We love the first 2 episodes, and the 3rd episode just goes off a cliff. Modern day Dracula.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I've been telling people this for ages.
So masturbating. It's Moffat doing it every time. He does it with Sherlock and Doctor Who. He gets too masturbating, too smart. You're such a good writer. Stop patting yourself. Stop getting your cock and balls out on the table and showing us how big your dick is. We get it. But, like, you can't finish, bro. You've got all the build up, but you just jizz up all the walls because you just can't stick the landing.
Well,
What did you think of that series? Because the first part is amazing. The 9 is the best thing about it. Part 2 on the ship is really fun. It's great. What do you think of part 3? Because that's one of the worst endings I've ever seen.
I didn't have much of an opinion on it, but I don't know why he was trapped in a coffin for over 100 years in the bottom of the ocean, and he woke up in modern day Britain, and yeah, he literally swam to the shore like an illegal immigrant. That's what he did. He swam like an illegal immigrant to the shore, and well, I think the most gruesome. I don't really have an opinion about the third part, but I can see that everything is rewritten in a different way.
Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think? First half, second half.
Maybe the second episode was better. I don't know, when they were on the ship.
On the ship. Oh, you like the ship part? Okay. That's pretty interesting. I gotta admit, that is really good.
It was a bit annoying because Dracula was pretty manipulative. They were trying to catch the vampire, but he's pretending to be like a human and manipulating the rest. I found that a bit annoying. But then again, I know idiots like that in real life. I just wanted to punch him at that moment.
Oh my god. My favorite scene is when literally he's at the nunnery. That's my favorite scene of the whole show. Where he just transforms, comes out at the dog. Yeah, that was amazing. I was like, when you attack the nunnery, that was amazing. That's my favorite scene of the whole show. That is it.
Yeah. And the worst part was when the girl got burned alive.
Oh, when the girl got burned.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, she came back as a half-burned creature. And literally, you could see the look of, like, I don't know what kind of look was that on Van Helsing and Jack's face. They had the kind of, like, yeah, I'm trying to imitate their facial expression, like oh my god, how is this even possible? I feel really sorry for her, seriously. Yeah.
Yeah, last part, that was bad. That was rough.
It was rough, yeah. But
it just makes Dracula look like a pussy. Like,
he was kind of creepy, Dracula. Like, he kept sucking from the girl. He kept taking the blood and like, oh yeah, meet me at the graveyard, yo. And his name on the his name on the phone was D. You know, D can stand for Dick as well. But seriously, who would? I mean, he was like a sugar daddy to the girl, to Lucy. Yeah.
Dracula, bro. Yeah, that's what it was. That last part, you was like.
Yeah, the Dracula and Lucy relationship is more like a sugar daddy kind of relationship.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
It got out of hand. The last part got out of hand. You lost the plot. Bro.
Yeah, he just dies in the sunlight. But he's like, oh, I can actually go in the sunlight without being like Edward Cullen, sparkly everywhere.
Yeah.
It got weird. I'm surprised you brought this up, Tori. I'm loving it. I'm surprised.
Oh, I don't know why I just binge watched this season. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, do you know when you get teenage girls that are like pony girls or, whatever teenage girls get into, like the pony girls, the horsey girls, like the music girls, all that stuff. I was a vampire girl. I wanted a vampire boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like when I was about 15, 16, yeah, that was the dream. Just to meet somebody. And there was a guy in my hometown that used to paint his face white and he'd had his teeth sharpened. And I thought he was the coolest person I'd ever seen.
Okay.
And I look back now and he must have been about in his mid-30s, just with a gang of teenage girls following wherever he went. Like literally wherever he went.
Yep.
Oh, like, I want to be a vampire. Make me a vampire.
I remember watching like a TV show. I can't remember, it was like a documentary on it, on that life, the culture, vampire culture, and I was like, this is interesting. They were sharpening their teeth, draining people's blood, and I was like, what the heck? I was like, damn.
Yeah, I think the truth's a lot closer to what we do in the shadows than Interview with a Vampire, isn't it? Yeah. I bet it's very mundane.
Yep, and let's not forget the part where he was walking naked in front of the Cohen, flashing his billy and like, hey, let me in, yo. And the
I'll tell
nuns
you
were
about.
like,
I got the nun. He's like,
yeah, and the nuns were like, nah, I don't want to see your willy. I want to look down instead.
like, yeah, full Weinstein. Yeah. And none
Yeah,
of
it
it.
was like frolicking naked and like, oh yeah,
Oh
and
my, Dracula was amazing. I love that scene. That's my favorite scene with the nuns. That's my favorite scene. When he goes to the nunnery, he just transforms. I love it. You can't come in here, can you? It's mocking him. You can't come in. It's like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I love that. Oh, that scene was
yeah,
amazing.
At the gates. I love that bit.
Yeah, the gate. Yeah.
Van Helsing was funny though, but yeah, it's cool that Van Helsing's a woman this time. She is Dracula's arch enemy. Supposedly, Van Helsing is always Dracula's arch enemy.
Yeah, because I liked it as well because she comes from a line of Helsing, so it made sense.
Yeah, the Helsing
That
line.
time period, because she's from a line of them, so I'm a descendant of them, so it makes sense. I love that. Good show. It was a really good show, but that was gonna be the perfect show. That's what made it so annoying. That was gonna be the perfect show. If then it stuck the landing.
That last 20 minutes is rough because it ruins everything.
Oh man, if they had stuck the landing, that would have been like one of the best shows ever made. That was shaping up to be something good.
They were going to do a second season. I'm like, well, no, you can't do a second season. You put him to dust.
Yeah, Dracula's dead though. Dead and gone.
Oh jeez. Ah gosh.
Maybe if Russell Tovey got his ass out, it would be better.
Oh my god. Well, we've seen a Willy, and that is Dracula's Willy, in front of the holy nun, in front of the nuns, in front of the church. They'd be like, hey, yo, look at Willy, yo. And the nuns would be like, nah, I don't want to see your itty bitty Willy. I'm going to look down instead.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, it's totally killing me.
But I don't know a guy in real life, this Japanese dude who loves flashing his Willy. Yeah, we all know his name, but we
Oh
can't say
god.
it.
This is normally an outtake thing, but it's not an
Oh,
outtake
no.
thing.
And he's in Vietnam right now.
Is it the
Hopefully
Titty Man?
arrested.
Is it Titty Man? The Titty
No.
Slapper?
No.
Extraordinaire,
Oh,
Nothing
no.
to that.
No.
Well,
I
It's
think,
another.
yeah, I think you'd be easier writing a list of actors who have never gotten their willy out or harassed somebody. Might be
Okay.
shorter.
just imagine like they start auditioning men based on the size of that cock. That would be hilarious. No, not big enough. Not big enough. Can you do a handstand on it? No. You're not.
Are you
no.
actually trying to summon John Barrowman now, Ben?
He's trying to summon him.
John Barrowman deserves to get pepper spray in the eyes and then his fucking eyes removed with a fucking.
Oh, come on.
No,
man.
I think his dick should be cut with a rusty saw with
Oh,
an infected poison on it. Maybe that would kill it.
jeez. Oh,
Like,
Then
John Barrowman.
Didn't he just get his stump out? That's not fun for anyone.
Not if I cut his head off, it won't. It'd be dead then. Sorry, I've gone dark. I just.
I went full dark. I was
But
like, what
it
the
took a
heck?
turn. It took a turn.
Yeah, it took a
Well,
quick
the,
turn.
the thing for me about him is he gets away with it because he's, I'm gay, I'm allowed to do. No, you don't get your willy out in front of people. It's not cool. I've
That's
said
the
it
problem.
before.
That's the problem sometimes with that the LGBTQ movement. Sometimes, man,
It's creepy behavior.
they hide behind that sometimes. They can do what they want. That's the only problem sometimes with me. I can't. It's like sometimes it's too much shielding going on.
Yeah.
It's refuge. It's like refuge and audacity, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
You know,
Hackers
all
when
the-
I want. Yeah. YC mode. Yeah.
all the biggest creeps are like, oh, he's just crazy. He doesn't mean it. Look at him.
Exactly. Yeah. See that they hide behind that stuff. They shield.
Gay people can be assholes too.
Exactly. They shield themselves behind that. Like, I can't do anything. I'm gay. I can't do that. Nah. Don't
We're
go
not
there.
doing
Don't go there.
it. So Tara, would you want a second season of Dracula?
I don't think there's gonna be a second season. I mean, what can he do?
Well, you could do the son of Dracula, but that would be awfully shit. Moffat loves rewriting a death, though. He loves putting something out of his ass. Doctor Who, Sherlock, he loves retconning.
Hey, but technically he is Dracula. You can't really kill evil, so you can always bring him back.
Yeah.
You've got to do it better. Come on, you were doing so well.
I just looked it up when you were talking, and it's a Stephen Moffat thing with Mark Gatiss in it. I think I should definitely watch this.
the first episodes are some of the best television of 2019 when it happened. Like,
Writing was incredible.
It was me and my wife, like, even me and my wife were watching, like, that was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But then we watched the finale and we were just laughing our way through the last half of it. Like, really? This is what you're doing? I just went to bed. This is on New Year's Eve. I was we're upstairs laughing the whole way to bed in 2019. I couldn't stop laughing. I think I annoyed my wife later on because I wouldn't stop laughing. The thought of how crap.
I just want to see what Helen says. Check out. I just want to see what Helen says about it.
Yep.
No ideas of it.
I'll have a look.
Yeah.
Right. So the next series we're going to talk about is Obsession, Dark Desire. It's more of a crime documentary on Netflix.
Obsession.
Yeah, so it's actually about stalkers and the mind of a stalker. So because actually I was doing some psychological research on, I think you know why, and I don't think I can say it right now. It can be off camera, yeah. So I actually rewatched this series, Obsession, Dark Desire. And it actually features different episodes of real life stalking cases and why do they stalk their victim. So let me describe one particular creepy case. So there was this lady and she realized one day her phone was missing. And the person who stole the phone was actually sending her a lot of text messages about details of her life and harassing her family and all. And out of nowhere, one of her ex-boyfriend, who actually was a high school boyfriend, came out like out of the blue and pretended to be supportive and everything. Yeah. So after some investigation and all, they found out that the stalker who was harassing her was actually that boyfriend, that high school boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. Yeah. And when they investigated his house, they found a lot of those obsession, like pictures, like, whatever, like pictures, a shrine. Yes, every single thing. And he made his own homemade pornography tapes. And so basically he was obsessed over her all these years. And yeah.
Like a Buffalo Bill, put the lotion in the basket type of thing.
Yep. Not only that, there was another case of a Vietnam War veteran. I think maybe he suffered PTSD or something. He wanted a date with this girl, but I think she only ran on 1 or 2 dates with him. But he got pretty obsessive and started following her everywhere. Yeah, because the other day my friends and I were talking about stalkers and real life stalkers. So that is why, I rewatched series to conduct some research. So do you guys have any stories of stalkers to share?
Well, I know. I had what was it? I can't remember. I had a story. I've forgotten it completely. I've blown it. Sorry.
Okay.
I know. I hear lots.
We
of
can all be
stories.
stalkers of Russell Tovey. He's Arse.
Yeah.
Okay, can we stop talking about that?
There was somebody a few years ago who was being stalked by her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of her name. I think it was Alice Ruggles. And she reported him to the police so many times that she actually ended up getting charged with wasting police time.
Okay.
And he killed her.
What?
That's the one that comes to mind here. And it's like it's so hard to get proof because people have, unless there's a crime being committed, the police are very reluctant to do anything about it. And although it might be distressing to have somebody sat outside your house all day and watching your every move, is it technically illegal? Not until they try and hurt you. But by the time they try and hurt you, it's too late. So there's a lot of people out there trying to campaign for better laws to protect people who are being stalked. Because it is a massive precursor to kind of death, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or it could be a secret admirer, a creepy one that's obsessed over or something,
Yeah.
True. I'm saying. Ooh-wee. Tough.
So it's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? But
Yeah. Damn, man.
yeah, I think a lot of people who are, because I think a lot of people assume that when somebody leaves the relationship,
Yep.
that's abusive, that's the threat over. But actually, you're in danger for about, I think it's about 2 years after the relationship ends. You're still considered to be in danger. So it is a really terrifying thing, but not one that's well understood, unfortunately, by the people who are supposed to be protecting us. But
it's a very mental health thing as well at that point. Someone was thinking that they're under being stalked and stuff. It's not very helpful. That's the show that I want to watch next. You on Netflix. That's meant to be.
Yeah, I've just finished the 3rd series of that. I might have a talk about it another day. But
I'm gonna download it onto my tablet and take it to work.
it is good. I quite liked it.
And I always see it. Like, I watched a couple of episodes and never finished it. I had to go back and finish it.
I would just like to say I only watch it on the way to work, not at work. Yeah, just to cover my ass there. Lovely. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, I know that, Ben. I would stand up in court and say that for you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, one of them ones.
But yeah, so like You is definitely a show that I'm interested to see how they deal with a main character who's a stalker, because that's going to be quite difficult for me to like. So I'm I've heard it's really good though, so
yeah,
maybe I can deal with it. And I'm fascinated to see how you make that character relatable for me. It's gonna be interesting.
Oh, okay, because I know someone in real life who stalks and likes that show. So,
Oh. Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't think you're supposed to like anybody in the show. I think they make that very clear that none of the main protagonists are good people.
None of them are.
Right.
But yeah, it's like that Dexter thing, isn't it? You're not supposed to like Dexter either, but you do get to a point, like the first episode of Dexter, you're like, oh, I'm not sure I'm comfortable with this like tame serial killer going and doing whatever he wants. And then by episode 3, you're like, go on, Dexter, get him, kill him.
Yeah, come on, he's getting away.
He's getting away.
Oh,
come on, put your killing t-shirt on.
That's what happens, isn't it? Then you feel bad. You feel to yourself afterwards when you shows
and you're
off.
like, yeah, did I just cheer on a murder? Yes, I did.
Yeah, exactly.
But because it was Dexter, you're like, yep. If it's anybody else, you'd be like, leave him alone. Didn't deserve it.
Oh, jeez.
We're dealing with another stalker case right now in real life. So I won't disclose any names or anything.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, always be careful. Always have a taser.
Not me though. I'm tracking another stalker who's stalking someone else. So yeah.
Well, taser and some mace is illegal. Go do that.
Mm-hmm.
That will stop them. Yeah.
Okay.
So kick them in the ball bags.
Okay.
It's got to be satisfying to kick a guy in the balls, right? Right, ladies, right? A really creepy guy, just kicking him.
I did that too. Come on.
There's a game. Have you ever played the Rockstar game Bully?
Oh yeah.
So when you get them down on the ground, you can hoof them in the knackers, and it's just like a proper, like kicking a pillow, and it was so satisfying. I used to annoy my friends because I used to kick a guy in the goodies for 15 minutes afterwards and just keep kicking him because it's such a satisfying sound.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a good time.
I've got memories.
Okay. Tara, is there anything else? Or do you want Troy to go?
Yeah, Troy can.
Okay.
Thank you, Tara.
That was amazing. Check those. A Dark Obsession. I gotta watch that. I gotta check that out as well. There was a show called Stalker that I used to watch, which was really good as well.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yes, Helen. That was a great show. That was a great show. But yes, but I'm gonna start with Stalker. Oh, I gotta rewatch Stalker. I just reminded myself about that. Damn, I gotta rewatch Stalker.
So Troy, tell us how your update on Hawkeye and how good Elves is.
Hawkeye just literally watched that the other day, but I ain't gonna talk about Hawkeye today. No. Even though it was really good. Actually, to be honest, it's probably the best episode so far. But I'm gonna talk about my first pick. It's called Yellowjacket.
Oh, I've not heard of this.
Yeah, so
I've heard of it, so I'm gonna let Troy explain.
yeah, it's a Showtime TV show, and literally, my friend who I talk to sometimes on Twitter, he literally reviewed the show. He goes, "Hey, Troy, you gotta check the show out." And I was like, "Yeah, it's called Yellowjackets. You gotta like it. If you like suspense and a hint of the supernatural, I love the show." So I was like, "Okay, we check this out." So it's about a group of women, a soccer team, American football team over here. And literally they're like there's like four main characters. I think, yeah, to me they're like the four main characters. You got Shauna, Natalie, Thaisa, and then you got Misty. Misty is that it's crazy. She's played by, because it goes flashbacks from back and forth from like the kids, teenagers to adults. That's what it does throughout the show so far. I think we're like 5 episodes in. Yeah, we're 5 episodes in right now. So basically the show's about, as I said before, he's got a group of women and the football team, and they literally crash in the Canadian mountains. So they crash and they're in these woods. So this is what happens. Yeah. So in the adult form, they have this trauma, keep going back and forth, 1996 to the present day. And in 1996, they build this bond as a team, and they obviously got the teen stuff happens in there. Obviously, some guy sees with some woman sees with somebody else's best friend, boyfriend, blah 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 blah. Stuff like that happens. A team member that they don't like, they want off the team. So this girl called Thaisa, she literally cracks her leg by just trying to test her because she's not a good player. She's just trying to say, okay, we want to show some metal. Cracks her leg. She doesn't go on the plane flight to this prestigious match they're about to happen in. I think they're going to go somewhere else, America or somewhere else. But as I said before, they crash, and it looks like cannibalism is happening in those woods, and something supernatural is happening in those woods. So, as you can tell, it's like a cult type thing. It's like a midsummer type thing that's happening in those woods. Just for them, because they crashed, and there was a black box. Obviously, when a plane crashes, there's a black box, yeah? So, Misty, my favorite character in the show,
hold on, she's a Pokemon master. She should be fine.
that kind of Misty, she's her adult version is played by Christina Ricci, who I love. I love Christina Ricci. She's amazing. So she's like the adult version. She's playing Misty. She's playing someone crazy. Always wants people to like her. She's the outsider of the group. And she always wears these glasses. So she literally, because she's literally the person who everyone goes to because she knows all these special aids kits. She was a scout and all that stuff. She knows all these things, taking care of the whole people. And the teacher, he gets his leg cut off by Misty because his leg gets caught in between a plane. So from the jump, the team is on the back foot. Everyone's stressing out. Everyone's
Literally.
Exactly. So it's chaos, and I love it because in the adult form now, when you flash back and forth, their adult versions are literally they're broken characters, but at the same time they kind of portray that they're okay, but they're really not. They're having visions from time to time of what happened in the woods. Oh my gosh, what happened in the woods? They got this reporter who I think was dodgy as heck. I don't know what she's up to. She's trying to get these stories from these women. She's trying to get them all together for some reason. But I think she's got some sinister means behind what she's doing. And they're trying to call each other up. They're trying to see what the heck's going on because people from the actual plane crashes starting to die off one by one. So stuff like that's happening, and they're seeing strange symbols everywhere. What they saw in the woods. So you got all that kind of thing happening right now. So Thaisa, her son, that character, she's like the captain. She was like the second in command of the team, the football team, but she always acted like the captain, but she really wasn't. But some characters in the woods that you never really see again in the present day, because I don't know if they've got to that point yet, or some of them probably died at some point, or even eaten by they couldn't survive in the woods. So stuff is happening, and I'm intrigued by the show. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna take Yellowjackets. Oh, this kind of a sick show. That's really good. because I'm watching it with other people as well, and I'm like, oh my days, Yellowjackets is tight. But yeah, so I don't know if you guys haven't seen it, but I implore people to check the show out.
I definitely will check it
Yeah,
out.
Yellowjackets. It came out of nowhere. I was like, where did this show come from?
Where can one watch that, or is this not a question that we asked?
In the UK, I think they can watch it on Sky, but let me make sure. I think you can, but let me make sure because I think it just came out.
It sounds like the winners of the Tour de France. I'm just going to say that now. The Yellowjackets. I thought, wow, Norwich City or flipping the Tour de France winners will get together camping.
Well,
Yeah, Sky Atlantic. Yeah.
Cool. I'll have a look at that then. That sounds like a good show.
Yeah, so exactly. Yeah, it's a really good show, by the way. It's a really good show. It's like the fifth episode right now. So yeah, so it's almost like a Lord of the Flies. I've never seen Lord of the Flies or anything like that. So similar to that kind of vein of the show. So yeah, you're gonna have people that you're gonna love. You're gonna have that one character you're rooting for. I'm rooting for the villain. I'm rooting for Misty. Come on, Misty. Oh, Misty. Okay. I'm a villain, though. I love villains, and Misty is like the perfectly crafted villain. She's tripping up her teacher because she loves taking care of him because she chopped his leg off, and she's like, "Oh, come here," that kind of crazy. The misery, the captain.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's some misery.
Yes, Helen. If you love misery, you're gonna love Missy's character.
Do love misery.
You're gonna love it.
I do love a misery vibe.
Yes, and it's gonna kick into high gear in the next episode because I saw it and I was like, I saw a preview to it and I was like, oh my days, it's going full misery. They're gonna go full misery.
Oh, the ankle. Oh no, not
the thing. Yeah, and she's like
the toes. No, the toes. No. Oh God, no.
Hey, this what happens, Jay. This what happens. The guy, the teacher, the assistant teacher, he's lying down with his crutch. He's got the crutch on the floor. He's just trying to get some sleep. Her stuff. And she's just like, he's about sleeping. She's like this over him, like this.
Uh-oh.
It's hovering over him. He's like, get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. I'm like, yes. It's going full misery, and I'm loving every second of it. I think we love it. So yeah, Yellowjackets. It's hitting right now. It's
do love a bit of DIY surgery.
Yeah, I love that craziness. I love it. The madness going on the show, the mystery, the supernatural elements in the show. It has everything.
I just want to point out to everybody listening that I'm not into doing amateur surgery myself. I just like it as a device on films and television.
Exactly. this show that's right now with Misty. She's going to do amazing. And Christina Ricci's character, I love the child actor. She's amazing too. Who plays Misty. She looks crazy as well. She plays that subtle, but not subtle. She looks crazy. But at the same time, she can play subtle crazy too. So I like that. I love that as well.
It's just mad, isn't it? Because there was a film years and years ago where Christina Ricci played a younger version of Rosie O'Donnell, didn't she?
Yes.
Yeah.
And now somebody's playing a younger version of Christina Ricci.
She's like, oh, like she works at like this home, this where with the elderly. That's what she works down in the adult home because I heard that is the other version of Misty. So she's in there. She's all like, yeah, come on, you can eat your food. And then they might throw the food on the floor. She's like, hey, bitch, don't mess with me. She just flips like that, and I'm loving it. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
She just gets triggered that noise. That's a quick flash, like evil. I love it.
Oh, so there's a little bit of a glint to her. Is there a little bit of a?
Okay. Evil. It looks so nice and but nah, there's evil right there behind the eyes. But yeah, so that's my first pick. Yellowjackets. Go check it out on Sky. Showtime in America. Yes, Yellowjackets is the one right now. It's really
awesome.
Good. Really so good. But let me see the episode. I think there's what's it gonna be? Yellowjackets episodes. I can't remember how many episodes gonna be for the whole season. It's gonna be 8 or 10 episodes. I think it's about 8 episodes maybe. But yes, right now it's got like 4 episodes out. And the 5th episode's coming up next week. But yeah, Yellowjacket's done. First pick. Second pick, as Ben said before, at the top of the hour, we got Elves, the Danish TV show I literally just discovered.
Yeah, it's on my list. Talk about it. Sell it to me.
Yeah. So a couple of days ago, this whoo-wee. I was shocked how good it was. I was like, what is this? Elves, and I was looking up TV shows, like just stuff to watch. I saw it on Netflix, and I was like, Elves. It's called Nissa in Danish, translate to Elves in the UK. And I was like, whatever else, and I was like, oh my days, that was different, because you have this family who moves to this obviously remote town, and they hit something on the road, and then they come out and they say, what the heck did I just hit? And then it literally, there's black goo all over like the front part of the car.
Ooh.
Yes, it's black goo. Like, what is this? And then all of a sudden, this man just comes out of nowhere with a shotgun. He's got, hey, because their daughters, because they got a daughter and a son, and the daughter's literally, she's in quit. She's, oh my, this daughter, I'm gonna lie, this daughter is so annoying. She plays this part of perfection of the most annoying child in history. I'm like, oh my days.
Okay,
like,
so neither Macaulay Culkin.
Walk around, innit? Just gonna walk around, just inspect everywhere, not do anything my parents tell me. Just gonna walk around, just walk, and the guy's like, hey, get back to the car and you leave. You go down.
Where's the kid? How old's the kid?
Freak. She's probably about 15.
15?
Oh.
Yeah, about 15. 14.
Okay, so she's just a moody bitch.
Yeah, but she's just annoying. I'm like, oh my God.
They tend to be at that age.
But yeah, she's just annoying. It's like, do what you're told. But then literally, he goes, okay, he leads them off. He goes, yeah, don't come back, because he has this massive fence. It's like Jurassic Park type fence around this part of the land, because they're in this woodland where the elves live. So yeah, they're like not no typical elves. Nah. We got these evil elves running around here, killing folk.
What?
But the thing is, this is their land, so the people who live there around this area see them as sacred. You know, so they're trying to preserve the life of these elves. But at the same time, from time to time, they're gonna get eaten. You know, it's gonna happen, and they've got to try.
That's all going a bit Brothers Grimm.
Yeah. So they basically sacrifice these cows. They call it a sacrifice. They give these cows to these guys. Hey, we need to sacrifice some more cows because they're getting out of hand right now. You know what I'm saying? We have to go in there and, you know what I'm saying, put in work, try to kill them. So they want to risk that from them getting out and slaughtering the entire town. So that's they kind of have this little pact with the elves, these townspeople. But when this new family comes in there, the girl I said before, the girl in her family, she takes, because the mom goes, hey, stay here because it's a Christmas holiday. We're staying in this cabin. Hey, we're staying here. No one's going anywhere. But she goes out in the night on her bike to go see what they hear. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go.
You're like, you were told, young lady.
Exactly.
You were told.
Those annoying kids. And then she's literally got there in the back, and then she sees this little elf, injured elf, who they hit. So then you know what's gonna happen after that. You got the gremlin storyline going on right now. The little gremlin storyline. She takes her home. Hey, I'm gonna take care of you, little thing. And she takes her home to this random side barn. She keeps it in there. She feeds it. But at the same time, when that happens now, these elves are starting to play up, because when they're going to feed it next time, they kill someone because she's got this elf. So she started all these problems now. So that kind of thing just kicks off, and it's it's chaos, man. It's chaos. I love it, man. These evil elves, they come out the ground looking all like Silent Hill. I love it. I love these elves. The design is good as well. They're not like anything like crazy, but the CGI obviously ain't the greatest. But for what they want to do in the show, it works, because it kind of got like a stop motion type of thing, the way they move.
That's really creepy though, isn't it? When
it's
move in a stop motion way.
I know the angels got me, similar to that kind of thing. Yeah, which I like, which is different. Yeah, so that happens, and this whole we got the town that she lets all these damn creatures get loose. They get loose at some point. They run rampant, and this woman of the town, this kind of the elder of the town, she goes, "Hey, we need to sort this out. It's your fault, little girl. I'm gonna sacrifice you. They're after you, because you've got the elf, and they're after you." So she goes to sacrifice her, and then madness ensues. And I love every second of it, man. It's wholesome story as well. It reminds me of Sweet Tooth a little bit as well. So you've got a little bit of Sweet Tooth.
Oh, Sweet Tooth was lovely.
Yeah, you got a little bit of
I've got it on my list.
Yeah, you got a little bit of that going on in the show as well. But
I do like to think that Sweet Tooth is a sequel to Utopia, though, in my head.
Yes, Utopia. Now there's a show from Channel 4 that never gets spoken about.
Utopia, oh my
So
days.
different.
It's like
I wanted to watch the show. I never did.
yeah, it's what Mr. Rabbit did next, right?
Yeah. Don't watch the American remake though; it's awful. But go watch the
Oh,
British.
it's not that bad. The only thing you realise about Utopia is it's the plot of Utopia is what most anti-vaxxers come out with, which is really interesting. It's
I
like,
can't
oh,
argue that actually.
you've seen Utopia too, I see.
Oh my gosh, I had to watch it. I've watched that was everywhere. I never watched it for some reason. I just never watched it. I need to watch it because
It's really good. It's
one of the
really
most
good.
lauded shows ever. And I was like, oh my days, I just never watched it.
There's so many good people in it as well. Like Neil Maskell is just good in anything.
Yeah.
Like I'd watch him in literally anything.
Oh my gosh, check it out.
Yeah, I'd recommend it. The American remake isn't terrible, but it just doesn't hold up to the original. Well, it didn't get a second series, did it? The American remake.
No.
Yeah, but yeah, second pick, Elves, Netflix, Danish. I love my European dramas, horrors. It doesn't matter. I love the European scene right now. It's kicking. It's kicking butt right now.
Netflix is just taking the mick at the moment with all that stuff.
Netflix is popping. Netflix is killing it.
Before we go, I'm just gonna get my tablet. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Let's get tablet.
I gotta hold on. Let me just go through my list of downloaded stuff that I'm gonna take a run on that could be turned up any week.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch Sweet Tooth, Cowboy Bebop, Queen's Gambit, Stranger Things, Umbrella Academy, finishing up Jessica Jones, Maid, The Witcher, Squid Game, Tiger King 2, The Stranger, and that's just what I could fit on there. There was a lot more, but there's only so much storage Netflix allows you to download. So that's just some of the stuff I'm looking to watch. That's just some of the stuff off my list. There's other stuff that I'm trying to watch other non-Netflix stuff as well. It's nuts. Netflix is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Damn. It's crazy.
I mean, a lot of those you're like, ooh, yeah, I'm finally going to try and maybe get to Stranger Things, finally.
Yes, Stranger Things.
The hype on that show is mental. I want to see if it's as good as everyone thinks it is.
It is.
It really is.
It really is. I'm sorry.
People said that about Game of Thrones, and I wasn't impressed. It's just a bunch of people riding on a horse somewhere.
Yeah, no, my partner was really, really encouraging me to watch Game of Thrones for ages, and then the finale came out, and he was like, "I'm not going to make you watch it anymore."
Yeah, that's what a lot of people said. Like, no, because in the ending, don't watch it.
It's like someone on YouTube did a great video. It's like bearded man on a horse. Which one? It's like the narrator's like a bearded man on a horse, and it's like a load of guys in beards. Which fucking one? Which one is it? Am I meant to go to the horse?
Bearded Game of Thrones.
It's a lore show. If you're into lore, if you read the medieval stuff, it's incredible.
Yeah, they all bearded except Joffrey. He hasn't reached puberty.
Shit, Jeffrey.
He hasn't reached puberty.
Oh my
god.
I have an email, but I'm going to do it next week because this is like already quite a long episode. I'm going to save it.
Okay.
Ashley from Wisconsin, you will do your email next week.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait for the email, that.
Hello, Wisconsin.
Thank you.
Hello, Wisconsin. Our female viewership has gone up quite high the last couple of weeks, so that's cool. We're getting a bit more balance and a bit more females listening to the podcast. That's always appreciated. Thank you very much. Next week, during next week, you will hear an episode of House of Animation. I don't know which order it will be.
Yeah, we're just going to play it by ear right now.
It's back. It should be good. We think. We hope you enjoy it. It should be fantastic.
So
it will, my faithful friend.
We're not going to tell you the film because I think it's fun that you don't know what we're going to bring up next week. Next week is another normal one, Syndrome, and then there's the Christmas special. We're going to talk about Christmas specials. Ooh. That should be great as well. From January, we will be discussing. We'll most probably do a new special on our show in January. I think we'll do Lost in January. Once and for all.
Yes.
Yes.
In January.
Whoa.
I'll be fighting fit. Ready.
Yeah.
In January. Oh,
I'm rewatching some of it now on Disney Plus. I'm taking notes on certain characters and writing stuff down.
Look at Red's right now.
No, you need to get ready for the end of January and Lost, mate.
Okay.
Oh. I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
Okay.
It'll be a 7-hour podcast because none of us will agree, and we're not going to let Helen win. We're just going to keep arguing.
I'm not going to let Helen win.
I'm not letting it lie. 7 hours later.
Let Helen win. You will never let me win. I will win by my own logic. I will win by my insight, and I will win by the fact that I am right.
I said every woman ever.
Yeah.
So, has anyone got anything they want to pimp?
No.
Ooh, pimping.
Oh,
Legend of
YouTube
101. Yes, Legend of 101 YouTube. Go check me out. Pop culture, reviews, reactions. It's all there.
Yes. And check out my channel below. Yep, Chloe's channel, Asian Man Titties.
The selling
There
point right
you
there.
go.
More specifically,
There's got to be an Asian Man
Korean
titty
man
show
titty.
somewhere on the internet that we have to get power to review.
Before you brought up the Asian man the tea stuff, that literally where I work, literally I was on the phone to like an agent. So she goes, "Hey, I love my Korean, I love my BTS," and I was like, BTS. We had a discussion about BTS for the longest on the phone. And I was like, "What is going on?" I was like, "What?"
Beating titties, son. That's what BTS stands for.
Again.
No, we're not talking about BTS titties. We are talking about Monster X.
I talked to her. I said, "I know someone called Tara and about BTS." She was like, "No."
Yeah, Monster X titties. Especially a dude named Wonho with the big ass man titty.
Oh my God.
BTS, beating titties, son.
What have I done? What have I done? I've awakened the beast. Tara, once again. Sorry.
God, we talk about
I
K-pop
don't know why Korean men
channel
have
so
such
much.
I'm sorry.
I'm never going to get into it, but it's fun that you're passionate about it. K-pop fans are fucking scary people. There's like tribal shit going on there, like proper wars. It's fascinating to watch. Anyway.
Indulge in the wars. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, that stuff makes me glad the internet didn't exist when I was a teenager and into boy bands.
Yeah, me too. I got more stuff done when I was younger without social media. Yeah.
Yeah.
Simpler time.
But I would actually literally have to go to somebody's house to be able to follow them in them days, and I'm really glad that.
And that would get you arrested now.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, you want to see tea leaves? I bought some Japanese tea leaves.
Oh, tea leaves.
Oh, I thought you said you bought some
how have you done
titties.
that?
Oh.
I thought you said titties. I'm like, whoa,
Yes,
you
I
bought
was
Japanese what?
Titties. I say tea leaves, not titties.
Oh, okay.
You've done that
Making
for
sure,
the
making
joke,
sure.
though. I think you set that joke up just to make
Exactly. Set us up.
Earl Grey right here, and some rosebud right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yep.
Troy's not too sure. So we're gonna be back next week. So it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
I wonder if Russell Tovey knows he has an ass.